This module is to enable you to understand the comprehensive scope, structure, and function of farm input and output records, to identify how these records support efficient farm operations, cost control, productivity analysis, and overall profitability, and to develop the capacity to implement real-time input-output documentation as a tool for strategic decision-making and sustainability. Farm input and output records are central pillars of data-based farm management. They provide a clear, organized, and retrievable history of what goes into a farm operation, inputs, and what comes out of it, outputs. These records not only show the resources invested into a farm operation, but also highlight the results generated. They form the foundation for yield estimation, cost-benefit analysis, resource optimization, and profitability measurement. Farm input records. Farm input records capture everything purchased, stored, and used on the farm to aid production activities. These include materials, services, and any external support needed to maintain farming operations. Key input categories. 1. Seeds and planting materials. Variety, quantity, source, purchase cost, sowing date. 2. Fertilizers and soil amendments. Type, NPK, urea, organic, quantity applied, cost, application date. 3. Pesticides and chemicals. Type, dosage, application method, pest targeted, safety info. 4th labor, hired and family, hours per day worked, wages paid, tasks completed. 5. Irrigation and water use, volume used, frequency, water source, energy cost, if applicable. 6. Fuel and machinery use, liters consumed, service dates, equipment deployed, depreciation data. 7. Feed for livestock. Type, quantity, nutritional value, supplier, cost. And 8. Veterinary supplies, drugs, vaccines, dewormers, dates of administration, input, record components. Should include date of purchase, use. Input type and description, quantity purchased or used, unit price and total cost, source vendor, field or activity where used, person responsible. Why input records matter? Help budget for future seasons, support traceability and certification audits, assist in calculating cost of production per hectare or animal, enable identification of waste or misuse, support loan and subsidy applications with documented evidence. Farm output records. Output records document all the products and results generated from farm activities. They reflect the performance of the farm and its capacity to meet market demand. Key output categories. 1. Crop yields. Crop type, quantity harvested, date, field location, quality grading. 2. Livestock output. Eggs, milk, meat, wool, offspring, total weights, production cycle data. 3. Byproducts and waste, straw, husks, manure, processing residues. 4. Sales output. What was sold, when, to whom, price, and payment status. 5. Stored output. Quantity stored post-harvest, condition, storage method. 6. Processing output. Transformed products such as flour, juice, smoked meat, feed, etc. Output, record components. Should include date of harvest, output, product description, quantity and unit, kilograms, liters, crates. Quality rating, grade ABC, destination, sale, storage, consumption. Income generated packaging and transportation details. Why output records matter. They measure farm productivity and efficiency, help in evaluating profitability against input costs, provide proof of harvest for insurance, loans, and subsidies, assist in forecasting future production cycles, enable better marketing and pricing strategies. Input-output relationship analysis. A good farm manager doesn't just document inputs and outputs independently. The real value lies in analyzing the relationship between the two. How many kilograms of fertilizer were required to produce 1 ton of maize? What was the return, income output, per naira or dollar invested, input? Did the variety of seeds used impact yield or disease resistance? What was the feed-to-weight gain ratio in poultry? Input-output analysis helps in identifying productivity bottlenecks, areas for cost-cutting or optimization, high-performing versus underperforming fields or livestock, seasonal yield differences and performance trends, technologies supporting input and output records. To ensure precision, real-time updates, and accessibility, digital tools like the following are often adopted: mobile apps like AgriTrack, FarmLogs, Cropio, Excel sheets or cloud platforms like Google Sheets, ERP software like Agrivi, Farm ERP, AgroSense. These tools can automate calculations, generate reports, and alert managers to critical variances. Summary of key benefits. The columns would be benefit, input records, and output records. 1. Cost control. Helps identify cost drivers. Not applicable. 2nd, profitability assessment. Required for accurate costing shows returns. 3. Compliance and traceability. Essential for audits. Ensures transparency. 4th, strategic planning. Budget and forecast. Predict demand and supply. 5. Yield evaluation. Not sufficient alone. Essential.